Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Well.
How are you?
How are you,
Good
Kenga?
evening.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, good. No, going good here.
Jesus, you got the two Rays here. This is going to be confusing.
Now listen, Ray Junior. You know me well enough not to call me Jesus.
Yeah, Stephen.
It's all right. Just call me Kenga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
What's been happening, fellas?
Yeah, call me anything but late for dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's what I thought he was getting at.
Welcome one and all, everyone in the chat.
Yeah.
Shano, our loyal regular viewer, and John Fisher and Jim Collis, and John Fisher's in the pub at the moment. He can't sort of get on, but Henry, our esteemed, very loyal subscriber and contributor, and Stephen Kay. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, all.
Yeah.
Steve Morris, how you going, mate?
Yeah, Stephen.
G'day, Steve.
Greetings from Phnom Penh.
I'm just doing a bloody scan on my phone. I've used the phone just for doing bloody comments sort of thing, but it's sort of playing up a little bit. I better give it a scan. I haven't scanned it for, I don't know, can't remember the last time.
What sort of phone you got, mate? You got a Google phone or an Android phone, or when you talk about when you talk about scanning, what do you mean by scanning?
Oh, it's just a security scan thing. It started to bloody do stupid things, so I'll just do a scan thing. I'm just doing maintenance on it, giving it a bloody cleaning out the hard drive and all that sort of shit.
Get rid of all the viruses and stuff.
All the crap, get rid of the viruses and whatever, so I'm just...
I mean, you pick up a few when you watch a bit of porn and stuff. So.
No, I don't watch porn, actually. We're talking to Zebby before. I think he said he nearly got raped on his way to pick up his girlfriend by a fucking lemur.
Right.
What are you doing with the lemurs, So everything go-go bars.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a good name.
So it's nice to have you back, Kenga. It's been a while, mate. You've been a very busy boy, and you've been a bit crook with COVID and things, haven't you? Sorry, your missus has been crook with COVID.
COVID. But then I, in the last bloody week, I don't know if you could tell my voice. It might sound a bit different. I'm still a bit wheezy. I got sick, and I don't know what it was, but I'll tell you what, it was. There you go. It put me down to bed, and I felt like I was on my deathbed. I wasn't this sick when I had COVID.
Yeah. Well, I was watching the news tonight, and they had that splendor on the grass up here.
Yeah.
And a couple of people went home, and they got the influenza. One of them died.
Oh, yeah, the meningococcal.
Wow.
Yeah. There's been another bloody shit. There was a bloody shooting up here up in Bogey, up just in from Bowen. Anyway, an older couple and two of their sons got shot. One survived. It was over over a boundary dispute.
Oh, the property.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, bloody hell! Isn't that sad?
That's very sad, mate. Very sad indeed.
Young family there with a young father being shot as well.
I thought it would have been over a big crop or bloody meth lab or something fucking thing. There's a lot of that going on up there.
Yeah.
But no, this is over boundaries sort of thing, But again, I suppose the price of land these days are fucking hell.
And gentlemen, as we all know, absolute tragic incident in Chonburi.
Saw that.
Yesterday,
with
13 dead and 41 seriously injured from that pub with the door that was locked at the rear of the premises, and the place was filled with sound deadening foam, and the whole thing went up. What are your thoughts on that, fellas? I mean, I know what your thoughts are going to be, but do you have a comment to make? Yeah.
It's tragic. It's tragic, isn't it? It's
locking the forest gap isn't a good idea, is it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have. Yeah, I'm aware they have fire regulations there, but obviously it's not really enforced. Not like what we would have here in Australia. But
No.
Apparently, the venue was a licensed as a restaurant, but not a nightclub.
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. And now I see on one of the Thailand Facebook sites that, but you got something else on there,
No, just turned
Ray
it off.
Senior. Yeah, I see Patong has now implemented a stringent check on nightclubs, etc., and they're all
Oh.
marshalling outside the police box
Yeah.
near Bangla Road there.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Did you
typical
s-
fucking Thai, you know. They'll
Did you
go and
see
do
the
an enforcement and then back off again.
Mhm.
Did you
Sorry,
see
mate.
the article? The police chief there was not long after it happened was shipped off to another area.
He
Did
might
you
have
see
been
the
copping a.
article?
No, I didn't. He might have been copping a brown paper bag from the nightclub, mate. Do you think?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if anyone in the chat saw that article. I think it was on. It might have been Bangkok Post,
He keeps fucking messaging me like, oh, fucking knows.
maybe. But yeah, it was just a quick article that popped up. And
Interesting. Yeah, interesting.
yeah, there must have been something funny going on there.
Welcome to old mate in the chat, mate. You remember that tiger complex in Bangla Road went up some time ago as well. Not the whole thing, but there was, there was a fire there. My wife and I went there back in 2017. We had a great night there. It was a wonderful night, just the two of us, and
It's a good atmosphere.
integrating with all the girls. You know, it was unreal. And the thing is, as you blokes know, the thing is, if you're with either by yourself or with a spouse, and you go to these go places or street bars or beer bars and all that sort of stuff, the girls still treat you not the same, but respectfully and interact with you as well, and still have a good time and laugh with you.
Yeah.
You know, and
You
for
can
that,
still have a good time.
and for that you buy them a drink.
Yeah.
You know, like 2017, I had a moon boot on, and we went down to my wife and I. I had a broken foot,
Oh, right,
and
right.
and bloody, we went down and saw a cowboy, and it was halfway down on the left hand side, and we sat out the front of this joint. The mama san got me a chair so I could put my foot on the my bad leg on a stool, and we just sat out the front and people watched. And the mama san was up, you know, not in our grill, but she was very attentive to our wants, you know, and you know, for drinks, you need any food or anything like that, and just before I said to Tracy, we're going to buy her a couple of drinks here. She said, "Oh, can you buy me a drink?" I said, "Certainly, Mama, certainly." No pompam, you know. So she got a heap of drinks, mate. You know, and it was lovely. It was lovely.
Yeah. That is. It's always a good atmosphere.
I love that country road bar on the left, mate, as you walk into Soy Cowboy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Outstanding music.
I've been past there, I've just never been in there.
Oh, it's great, right? It's great.
Yeah, I
was just sorry, I was just going to say when I was over there with the missus for the wedding, and I obviously brought my mother over, and anyway, we stayed around the corner from Soy Cowboy, and this is my mum's first time being obviously in Thailand, and I said to the missus, I was like, "Oh, let's take her to Soy Cowboy to show her." Anyway, we go about halfway down, and I'm like, "Oh, we'll go in here," and it was up to a second level where you could sit on the balcony, and the bar where you like the bar table was, you looked over the balcony down onto the Soy Cowboy.
Yeah.
You could look down and everything, and I could just see my mum's face. She's just like,
"What the fuck?
Like, where the fuck
What are
am
you
I?"
doing?
And she's like, I'm like, can you tell that's a lady boy? And she's like, where? And I'm like, where? All of them. That whole bar is. She's like, you serious?
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, no wonder why half those blokes are getting rammed without knowing."
Was that down on the right hand side, Ray?
So you're walking from the street?
From the street, not soy, country road on your left, and you're walking down in that direction.
Soy Cowboy, and
Yeah.
it's on the right. So the one we went into is on the right. You go upstairs.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
The one downstairs is on the left, where the lady boys were standing out all the front.
Hey, there you go, Joe.
Yeah, we're just having a good laugh.
G'day.
There you go,
G'day,
How
mate.
you
Joe.
going, Joe?
How you doing?
Oh,
Yeah, good,
How are
mate.
you?
Good, mate. What's happening?
Not much.
Might be
Got
busy,
feedback.
mate.
We're all clear here, brother.
Okay.
Yeah,
one sec.
same here.
I'm just trying to find a video I've got in my collection.
I just sent you one actually, drone footage.
Yeah, Jason Finch. Love Thailand, mate. We all do. It's great.
Yeah, that one's on the Great Lakes. Those great big those fucking big tankers. You know, it's just someone doing drones over the top of those, and yeah, no, I like watching that sort of stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, those
I
big tankers
found
are 1,000 foot long.
found another video, fellas, for next week's intro, and it's just specifically on Bangkok.
Oh, yeah, cool.
It's only a 3-minute one, but it's nice to chop and change it up and in it.
Oh, it is.
You know,
Exactly.
No one else does an intro
No.
like that.
No, it's
Just
awesome.
give me a
I
sec. I just want to play something to myself, and then
like it.
hang
Yeah,
on.
play with yourself.
No.
Turn your fucking mic. Turn the mic off, please.
Here's
Oh, the
a bit
camel.
bit of info for you. You know the Chao Phraya River.
Yeah.
You see at night how they got the big tugboats pulling those big
Barges.
big barges,
Yeah.
Rice barges. Thanks, Reed.
wood rice barges. Here's the funny thing: I always thought that it was rubbish on there. For some reason,
Some of them are.
Mm.
Some of them are rubbish.
But majority of them are sand.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Dredging.
didn't know that. Yeah,
Oh, fair enough.
yeah. Bit of trivia information for you.
Yeah, I wonder why they'd be taking the sand. Probably out of Pattaya or something. Dump it on the beach.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, I don't
But
know.
yeah, what Joe said is dredging. That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, wood silt up the way that the current they get there, that'll do a lot of silting down there in that river. There's a lot of currents there, especially out of Canterbury. The current in that bloody river is incredible.
oh shit, yeah.
You don't get it here.
It's surprising how dirty the water is with with those high currents. You would think that
It's
with high currents. Well, you would think with high currents it'd actually clean the river out, but there's that much shit getting pumped into it that it's just it fucking can't keep up.
I wonder how high up how high the bloody tides are there. How deep, like how much they fluctuate. Well, we get about a 6-foot tide up here. Up north, you get about a 12, 14-foot tide up there. I don't know what they get in Thailand. I've never really looked, but every time I've seen a video, it doesn't look like that drops 14 feet there. In tides, we get 2 tides a day.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So
I think they got big ones in Western Australia too, Ray. I think.
Oh yeah. It's further. The closer you get to the equator, they bloody get higher.
Oh, okay.
But it's crazy.
Shano's just said Levels nightclub is the best. Where's that one, Shano? Obviously in Bangkok. I haven't heard of that one before. Have any of you heard of that? Levels nightclub?
I'm not a nightclub person.
Yeah, same here. I don't really go to them.
I used to.
Jay, come on! I remember you. And
I
a
did
young
it all.
fella called the Kangaroo, bloody getting your Saturday Night Fever on.
Yeah, and that was
And
making up for the last 30 years. I hadn't gone to a fucking nightclub.
Back in the 80s, though. How good was that?
Oh yeah, when the youngest probably that's 40 years ago. Like, geez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Soy Ambassador behind Terminal 21.
I mean, giving you shit.
Yeah. So he's picked it up. My funny voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit sick at the moment.
G'day, the big
Yeah.
W,
I've never
and
been
everyone
in-
else in the chat.
Yeah.
G'day, big
Barely ever
W.
been in a nightclub.
I can't find this fucking video.
Oh, nightclub. It's great. You can't hear talking to anyone.
Oh yeah, those are fucking big ones where they have that bloody music that fucking loud, you know. Like,
So you
Yeah.
go home deaf.
up here they got a place called Eat Street. It's on the Brisbane River, and you go there, and it's just all like little bloody container kitchens. You know, it's a good night, but they got a stage there. You know, you sit down there, and the music's up there fucking loud. You can't, you know, you see people trying to bloody talk when they're eating, and there's fucking food spitting all over the place. So I think they've got to scream over the music. I just think it's stupid, you know, like in an atmosphere like that, you know.
Ray Senior, that comes with age, mate. After you get to a certain age, you turn into a grumpy old cunt.
Everybody says that.
But it's like when you go to a camping area, and you're staying in a camping area. I go out of school holidays now because I can't stand the little fucking brats running around. You know.
Oh man, I've got a big stereo. I've got fucking big, and you know they can hear it across the other side of the fucking road when I crank it up and I'm pissed. You know that sort of the loud music doesn't bother me. You know, but it's just, you know, when you're sitting down, you're having dinner sort of thing. You know, you want a bit of, you know, nice music. It's good. It's nice, but not that fucking loud that you got to scream. You know.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I've got to say, it's not just age.
Yeah.
Like I went and had an early dinner with the missus tonight at a tapas restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And anyway, we're finish eating, having a drink, and same deal. We're trying to sit there and talk,
Yeah, you can't.
and it could barely
Yeah.
talk to each other because how loud the music was.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
trying to make an order and you've got to scream over the fucking thing to make an order, and they fuck it up anyway because they misheard you. It doesn't make any sense to me, you know. But you know, when you're eating, sort of thing, you know, like loud music at a party, you know, fucking fine, you know.
I'll tell you what I'm loving. Fellas.
Right.
When you go to an establishment these days, you can order where you're sitting via an app from your phone, and it comes delivered to your table.
Yeah.
How good's that?
Yeah. Oh, they do that here too. But I don't know, fucking yeah.
Well, you know that
Yeah.
restaurant
But
in Bangkok, Mama? No, not Mama. MK.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got those little robot things now.
Yeah, it's becoming
Bloody,
it's
they
becoming
fit into your table.
it's the trend here at the moment. They all seem to be jumping on it. But I went back to the Sizzler next door to where we went, Ray, and same thing. It must be me. You know, those fuckers
Sizzler.
they just don't fucking work when I'm around. This thing was. He's pulled up to my table, but he's about fucking 2.5 meters away from my table. So I've got to get up, fucking walk over, fucking punch him in the head. Go on, fuck off.
yeah, misses your table by push your food on the table, do they? And like a miss it by 3
Well,
inches.
he just stopped. He just stopped. I'm looking at him. The missus has gone over to the salad bar, so I'm looking at him, and he's talking. You know, unfortunately, he doesn't talk English. And he repeats himself. I look on the screen and it says, you know, table 61. I look down at our table, 61. Fucking, we're over here, cunt. Like, so I had to get up.
It cracks me up because they talk in Thai to you. And then they walk away and they're playing these like this little music like
Fucking hell, that's cool.
Lobot.
But my first funny experience, I guess, with him was I took the meal off the tray, pushed the button, told him that he could go on his way, and he's just fucking rammed into the table. He's just fucking bang, bang. Oh, fuck, hey, what are you doing?
I'm trying to take you.
The waitress had to come and fucking drag him off. You know, like he's been a bad boy. It's like, you know, when a kid's done something wrong and they get dragged away by the ears. That's what it looked like. She's fucking dragging him off. Taking you out the back.
It just makes me laugh. The the amount of time they would spend to.
Yeah.
They have to physically take the food from the kitchen, put it on that
Yeah.
little fucking robot thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hope you get
And
Put
it.
then
the
he has
table
to-
number in, and you know.
He has to find his way around.
Yeah, it's just a gimmick.
You've already got the food by the time they sorted their shit out.
Yeah, it's just a
Like,
gimmick.
Yep.
it's just,
It's a gimmick.
Getting back to that ordering from your table with an app, Tim, they got it up here everywhere, you know, and bloody. And then when you order it, you know, then they put down bloody, you know, how much you want to pay for, give them a tip and all this sort of shit. They go,
Oh yeah, they never get a tip out of me, mate.
fuck them, you know. Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't
little bit-
like doing it.
A little bit like YouTubers, you know, asking for donations. Yeah, they
Yeah.
fucking get nothing.
Yeah,
give
well,
you a
you know,
tip, get a new fucking robot.
they charge enough for the fucking food now. It's ridiculous. What they, you know, they've gone and whacked it up now, probably 50%. Their food, their meals. It's just, you know, there's no such thing as going to the pub and having a bloody $10, $15 meal. You know, cheap meal with candlelights or nothing. You've got $20, $25. You know, it's for that. And if you want to have a good meal, you look with a beer, you're looking at about $40 or $50. That's a pub.
Yeah.
You know, you want and like that.
I get together with a mate of mine who Ray knows. You know, every couple of months, and we go out for a day on the piss and have a couple of bottles of wine and bloody get a few bourbons and beers and all that sort of stuff, and we just sit there, mate. And the only thing we've got to do is go to the toilet.
Yeah.
We don't have to move. It's
Mm.
outstanding with those apps.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
found
I
that I found that video I was looking for, fellas, and I'll do it briefly if that's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna get a
It's
drink
just
of myself.
it's just a night at Country Road. I did a just a quick video. Oh, it's 2 minutes, but I won't play it that long. But it's just the band at Country Road on the left as you walk in, this old cowboy. So hang on a sec. I'll
Just want to say, Stephen Kaiser comment that nightclub climax. That was bloody awesome. Just enjoy going there.
Be back in a minute. I'm just going to get a drink.
all right, mate. So here is the Country Road Bar pumping with a bit of country Thai music. Bit of country
T-Rock
music.
bar.
That'll do it.
Oh, God, I miss Thailand.
Ty Dolly Parton.
Do you know those girls? I was talking to a girl, so I was smoking when I was there out the front and just sitting out the front. Do you know those girls there? I was talking to one of the girls. Their contractual arrangements, they have to earn at least 12,000 baht per month to stay in their job there. They have to earn 12,000 baht for the bar per month in bar fines to work there. You
That's
with
why
me?
they try so hard, I guess. Yep.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
G'day, JG.
Yeah, you
Just
wouldn't
gonna
want to be
dinner-
an average looker then.
No. Just going to eat for dinner, boys. I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, I would be.
Look at this.
G'day, JG. Oh, you lucky brother.
Homemade.
Yeah, they're vegetarian patties. She's
No,
she's
you're not-
hand-prepared 'em.
You're not.
No,
going
no,
vegetarian.
no.
It'll be crickets next.
Fuck no. She's
Frog
been
feet
slaved
and
in the
everything.
She's been slaved in the kitchen for the last 3 hours preparing these. So, fucking outstanding effort. So I'll be back in a sec. I'll give you a report.
All
I'll
right.
be right back.
G'day, Pampui. Welcome. Happy birthday to you too.
Yeah, happy birthday, mate. I got another happy birthday from him the other morning. Then at the end of the day, he's like, again, how was your birthday? And I was like, fucking great. I did fuck all. Yeah, hope you're going well, Pook Boy, mate. Fuck, I can't even talk properly. 1,200 baht. My wife is a kindergarten teacher. She takes home 1,600 a month. Yeah, right. That would be an all right wage in Thailand, wouldn't it? 1,600 a month.
It depends. I guess what lifestyle you live. I think the majority of, I would say, mainstream, middle to lower class living in Thailand, that would be that'd be a good hit, because technically you would think that the majority of those people, or the people that fall into that category, are not having to worry about mortgages, because properties quite often have been already in the family for 1 or 2 generations, so you don't have mortgages to worry about. And I think that's also one of the reasons why they're able to afford brand new cars. There's so many brand new cars running around in Thailand that people
especially
don't
if you're
have.
like a couple. If you're a couple on that sort of wage, yeah. Sorry, Chris. I mean, 16,000 baht, not 1,600. Yeah, no, you'd be all right if you're like a couple.
Yeah, but if you're living the the HISO lifestyle, then yeah, that's that's a couple of nights out, isn't it? But I think a lot of the teachers would be around the 20 odd thousand.
Well, as you know, my wife's parents were both in the education, and the dad was a little bit higher up, and her mum was just a school teacher, and she recently retired, and I think because they continue to get it after they finish working as like a pension.
If they're, I believe the way it works, and I could be wrong, but based on the knowledge that I've picked up, if you're a government worker, there's an ongoing like a pension scheme where they continue to receive a certain amount after they retire.
Yeah. So I think when she was actually teaching, I think she was close to, before she finished up, I think it was around 38,000 a month. But after she retired, it's obviously a percentage. So I think it's only around 30,000 maybe. But obviously she gets that for the rest of her life.
Yeah, and if they're retired, and again, if they already own everything, you'd like to think that they would at that age, then 30,000 is fucking plenty for a reasonable sort of life. Big W, booked my flights yesterday, bloody expensive now. Ended up Jetstar out of Thai Airways, returned for about 1,200.
Holy shit.
$3,000 return at the moment. Outrageous, says Stephen.
Bloody hell. G'day, Rick. I don't know if you heard before I said hi. I'm going to have a look at it.
Oh, g'day, Rick.
Bloody flights. Well, now, what you say in NZ, around 3,000.
Yeah.
It's one thing you don't have to worry about, Joe.
Yeah. Well, when we came over in December, I think we ended up paying just over 600 bucks one way. So I guess, return it would have been around the 1,300. But that was in December, so we know that that's considered high season for most airlines.
Well, I know when I went over recently when I met up with you. It was what did I pay? I think I got return was bloody $680 or something.
Yeah, I got one for $720 last time I went over there. But I checked the prices from Brisbane on Thai Airways the other day. $775 each way. 1,500. Just over 1,500 return. So not cheap. That's in February next year. But I went to bloody Flight Centre. Anyway, I went to one of them. They never told me that they don't deal with Thai Airways. I got it on their website.
Maybe Titanium should charter a plane and sell seats to us all.
Titanium Airways.
One big group holiday.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. This is in October from Sydney to Bangkok. Obviously, return. Bloody, what was it? It's not. This is a mixture of Qantas and obviously Thai Airways direct 1,500.
Huh.
20. I don't know.
1,500.
Fuck Qantas, I'd rather walk.
Yeah, you can't see it.
I saw bloody on Facebook the other day. Qantas putting up a thing trying to sell Qantas insurance. All the comments in it is, well, I hope you can fucking sell insurance, work a little bit better than flying a plane without losing the fucking luggage, you idiots. And it was just person after person, like they must have lost a lot of luggage. Jeez.
Did you see the Nok Air flight that bloody ran off the runway?
Mm.
You got landed in Chiang Mai or something, I think it was.
Well, one of them happened to the to somewhere too. He cut the bloody, he went to turn around and he went in the dirt and whooped straight down. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of negative comments about bloody...
So Chris got his. Got mine on the 18th this month, Thai Airways, 524. Yeah. God, that's pretty good.
524 one way.
Is that, he didn't say, is that return, Chris? Says he booked it 3 weeks ago.
That can't be return, surely. What, 200 odd bucks each way? Yeah, one way, 524.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's, what do you call bloody Singapore Airways? They were a big stopover. I didn't really want to do that. I was only 3 hours one way, but about 11 hours the other way.
Oh, mate, I did that flight once with Singapore Airways. The stopover in Singapore, it took forever. I was there for like 2.5 hours. Oh.
I saw a what do you call it? I watched the vlog the other day. That young couple I watched, those English couple, they had a stopover in bloody Singapore airport, and they just wandered around there, and it's fucking huge, the place. Yeah, there's lots to do. There's cinemas, and you go and hire a bed somewhere and have a nap for a while if you want to. Oh man, really, getting a bourbon.
Yeah, like Shano says, the layover in Singapore, excessive wait time. Yeah, not wrong. Yeah, Stuart makes a good point. There won't be a high season until flight prices come back down.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hang out at the tourist destinations in Bangkok, but just walking around and doing what I've been doing since December, I haven't noticed any increase in what I would call phalanx or tourism. I just don't see it.
I saw an article the other day. They were saying since they started letting like people back in properly, I think they said there's been 3 million foreign tourists coming.
Yeah, probably unappreciated.
So
a lot of them anyway.
I mean, compared to what it previously would have been,
yeah,
I guess that's pretty low.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not making any plans at the moment. I've got a few things I've got to do before I go there. I'd be willing to consider going there. Let's see what's happening.
So how's Thailand been, Joe? Nice and hot for you?
No, we had a cool day a couple of days ago. It was only, I think, 32, 31 or 32.
Yeah.
It was a bit cool.
There you go, Andy. It's supposed to be 27 here. Yesterday we got ripped off. It was 23. Bastards.
Actually, it's currently 29 degrees at 5:15. So there's another cool day for you.
Yeah, nice.
No, not in here at the moment. It's not too bad today. It's been raining. Yeah.
I'm hearing that the majority is Indians and the subcontinent travellers, not many Falungs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think you're right in that one. I saw the other day another article. It was the headline was an Indian arrested on Walking Street after running amok.
Is that the one naked?
Yeah. And I said, it's nice to see this time that it's not only Falung stirring up shit there.
Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah, I bloody, yeah. Yeah, I bloody watch one of these channels I watch sometimes. It's called Pakistani Trucking. There's all these dudes over there, making bloody backhoe buckets and excavator buckets and all that sort of stuff. And all they do is get sheets of steel off those fucking ships that they drag up on the beach and chop up. And they just use their steel again. That metal, some of it will be so fatigued, it'll be no good for anything except for melting down and re-smelting again,
Yeah.
But they do it, they just roll them up sort of thing, and bloody, oh shit, they're pretty. They only got stick welders there. I don't think they're all 9-inch grinders, no guards on any of them. They all got roll their shit around the dirt, and they got bucket thongs on,
Won't be long. That'll get shut down. The greenies will fucking climate change.
Or using the bloody ScoMo welding technique.
Oh fuck! Yeah, listen, that clown will have us fucking. You watch somebody get a generator while you can, while they're cheap. Because I'll tell you what, the way he's going, we're going to be bloody many blackouts towards the end of the year. You watch.
Oh, yeah. Did you see they're thinking of putting wind turbines out the bloody oceans now?
Oh yeah, well they've been doing that to some countries, sort of thing, but
all around Australia. It's obviously off the coast of New South Wales, some off the coast of Victoria, and some just above Tassie.
Oh yeah.
Some obviously just under South Australia.
Yeah.
And then some to the west of WA.
Because Australia is known as a fucking windy country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, mate.
Why would they just do solar panels? Solar panels are a lot less fucking. Doesn't take as much energy to make.
Well, at the moment,
they're worried at the moment.
At the moment, most of the solar panels are sourced from China. So it's difficult. It's difficult for these politicians to buy fucking shares in the Chinese companies. So if they can, if they can dip their fucking shares and their money into, new startups that are going to make these fucking wind turbines out of, carbon fiber fucking $1 billion blades, and it's going to earn them some fucking dollars. That's where they're going. That's where they're going to push.
Fucking greed.
Idiots.
I don't understand. Just, man. See that other stupid bitch in bloody Parliament the other day? She's got in there and she's walking around with a fist up in the air like, bloody black power. What do you call it? That bloody, with the BLM bloody sign,
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
G'day, Andy. Welcome, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah, Andy.
Oh, mate, got a good question. Who thinks we should go nuclear?
Well, that's what I reckon. Yeah,
I reckon it's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's achievement.
If we did, China would lose their shit.
Yep.
My older brother's a member of the Liberal Party, and he fired off a rather sanctimonious email recently to saying if you don't get on the nuclear platform, you're going to lose me. There's a lot of middle to slightly right people that are in favour of nuclear power, mate.
Yeah,
You know,
it's cheap.
It's the clean.
I reckon it's the way to go.
It's the cleanest energy source at the moment. That nothing else fucking stands up to it. You know, this fucking push for solar and all these, you know, wind turbines and all that sort of shit. Nothing competes with nuclear.
No. Yeah. Hydrogen.
We're scared. It might blow up, and we're all going to die.
I think hydrogen's even a good bloody, better bloody option too, isn't it?
It is. The issue with hydrogen is the processing is very expensive. It does take a lot of energy to process the hydrogen.
Oh yeah.
So you know, we're much better off with, you know, nuclear, where it's, you know. Don't build it fucking next to the ocean and you know, the whole of Japan is on a fault line, but you know.
Exactly. Mate, nearly all of the nuclear power stations are on fucking faults. Yeah, we're right here. We don't fucking have hardly any, you know.
But you know, Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce are actually doing modular nuclear. What are they called? Fucking the whole center. It's mini. They're mini nuclear plants, and they're modular. Yeah. And Rolls-Royce have been on it for a little while. They you know, they're probably still a few years away from going mainstream, but they're saying instead of building, you know, one large nuclear plant that everybody's going to fucking be, you know, paranoid about, why not have, you know, these mini modular nuclear plants scattered around the city?
Which is a great idea. Get our Lux, mate. How you going?
Yeah, probably good. I'm going to get myself a generator. You know, the way it's looking.
Yeah, I've got a 2.4 kVA at home, Jenny.
Yeah, they're handy to have.
It's only for camping. If off grid, and I need to charge the batteries up. But
well, I've got a CPAP machine. I need something to run that fucking thing.
I've
got an inverter. I can put it on a battery. It'll run it all night. But once the battery runs flat, I can't charge it. You know. But anyway.
Yeah. You were writing what you said before, Joe. I remember it's only a few weeks ago the pollies were up in arms about the solar power panels and how China's got their big percentage of where they're being supplied from, and you know, we have to do more to make them made at home and all this shit.
But they forget how much energy it takes to fucking produce them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, they just push this narrative that, the solar power is clean. It's a clean energy. Well, hang on. How did you fucking get the solar panel? What energy did you actually use to make that fucking solar panel? Oh, we used a kajillion fucking kilowatts of fucking electricity to fucking generate it. Where did the electricity come from? Oh, from the fucking shitty coal that Australia is sending over to China. Like, fucking, how is that green? and then you've got the issue of, that solar panel is now 10 years old. We've got to get rid of it. Where do you get rid of it?
Exactly.
Where do you put the fucking thing?
Not only that, Joe. What about the fans on the wind turbines?
And the batteries, the batteries. You know, you got all those fucking rare earth fucking elements that you can't really fucking recycle.
I read an article last week. All these fuckwits purporting electric cars, right? That cost a bomb. It was a simple article, and it was written by a bloke in Melbourne. He said, we've got all these multi-storey unit complexes in Melbourne. And it's not the phasing of the power that's going to charge these fucking things. Right? So how many charging points do we have to put into a unit block to start with? How do we convert the whole apartment to new phasing? And all this sort of stuff. This is stuff that the whatever you call them, don't think about when they propose these things. You know, the ACT from 2030 are banning petrol-powered vehicles.
Oh, man, they run around.
But the thing is, you're not fixing anything because the petrol vehicle needs a battery to run.
Yeah, but it
when
needs
that
to be
battery
charged.
dies, but what do you do with that battery? It goes into landfill.
Yep.
So the greeny thing, those electric cars, they run on batteries. They're going to die one day. What do you do with the batteries? So you're not
10
fixing
to-
anything.
Yeah, 10 to 15 years worth of battery life on a vehicle that costs about $70,000, and the
Yeah.
batteries to replace cost about $15,000 for the car.
20,000, 15 to 20,000.
That is
That's
actually
just-
I was considering going hybrid when I purchased my car here, and that was the one deciding factor that threw me back to normal petrol was the cost of replacing the fucking battery. Because at some of the cars that I looked at, like a Honda Accord, you know, the replacement cost of a Honda Accord battery is $7,500. You go, fucking hang on. And I've got to do that every what? They're saying maybe every 7 years.
Totally. They're non-compass menace with thought. A lot of these
people. What gives me,
you know,
even if you don't, or you decide not to replace the battery yourself, and you think, oh fuck this, I'm going to fucking get rid of it and I'll upgrade. Well, hang on, you selling that car with a fucking depleted battery that's on its fucking last legs is going to devalue the price of your fucking vehicle. So it doesn't make sense to buy a fucking a hybrid or an electric car. Because when it comes time to get rid of it, that's got to be a deciding factor on the price of the vehicle. How much life is left in that battery? Because if I'm a buyer of a used electric vehicle, that is certainly a question that I'm going to be posing. When was the battery last replaced, if at all? Oh, it's now 7 years old. The car is 7 years old, and the battery's never been fucking replaced. Maybe 6 months from now or a year, I'm up for fucking another $7,000. Thanks, but no thanks.
Here's an idea: make nuclear-powered cars.
Well, Toyota's already got the jump start on hydrogen. They're now selling hydrogen cars in I think it's California. But
you know what? They'll never do nuclear cars or anything like that because you can't continuously make money off them.
That's right.
But Steve Morris, batteries are like wives, 10-year expiration. That's one life sentence, Steve. And I say that every 10 years you're married is a life sentence. Well, I'm just next year I hit 3 life fucking sentences.
Oh, well, you happy?
Jesus.
Right thing.
Oh, how long's a piece of string, Ray?
Yeah. No, well, that bloody, I don't know, fucking all these plans that are growling about fucking electric cars. They all drive fucking petrol-driven cars, like fossil fuel cars, though.
And the instigators of this fucking narrative that is being pushed worldwide, they all get together at the fucking WEF in these private jets. Why don't they fucking get an electric? Why don't they go over there using electric power or solar power or fucking wind turbines or something? Why is it that they've got to fucking use jet fuel to get their asses over there to fucking sit around in air-conditioned fucking comfort that is burning up fucking coal from the local fucking power station, saying you bad people, you've got to cut down. You're killing the planet.
John Kerry goes there. He goes to these big climate change things and walks out of a big private fucking jet. They're going.
That's what cracks me up. You see these protesters on TV about climate change, all in like the city and everything. None of them would live in the city, so how do you think they'd be getting into the city? They'll either be driving in their cars, or they'll be catching public transport, which is taking emissions as well.
You can't make this shit up, And the only people that can't see how stupid they are them. You
got to have something to laugh about, I guess.
No, arguing gets stale because all you got to do is hit them with facts, and then they want to fight you.
I bet you all the fucking greenies sit on a toilet and use toilet paper to wipe their ass. I bet you all the greenies use a mobile phone. I bet you they drive in a petrol-driven car, and I bet you they fucking eat meat, contrary to most of their lifestyles, where they're supposed to be fucking.
I saw somebody having a blowing up in a restaurant one day because they're eating these fucking skewers, food on a skewer. Anyway, they're going, oh, you fucking, you shouldn't be doing that fucking, you're chopping down trees to make this stuff, yada, yada, yada. And they're going, bamboo, you idiot. Bamboo's a grass, you fucking moron.
What was her name? Princess Greta.
Oh.
You know,
God,
how dare you? How dare you? And I think it was a couple of weeks later, some fucking journalist walked past her Tesla and looked inside it, and there's all these fucking plastic bottles from drinking water, and an absolute fucking mess. So here she is pushing for green climate change and all this sort of shit, but she's buying products that made of plastic.
Yes.
I hope she's got a weekly appointment to see her Asperger's specialist, mate.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, that other fucker. I watched a thing on TV the other day about that idiot that went to that bloody big hearing about the insurrection. I reckon fucking Trump was trying to choke a Secret Service agent to steer the fucking turn the steering wheel so to go back to the insurrection, and all this sort of shit. Well, she's got a job somewhere on one of these news fucking like CNN or one of these things, some lucrative fucking job, and we've got a pile of money out of it, Look at us. Right.
I've got breaking news from northern Thailand, gentlemen. Famous northern Thai dish declared world's best soup. A famous northern Thailand dish has been declared the world's best soup by the foodie platform TasteAtlas.com. And cow soy is thought to have been brought to northern Thailand by Chinese Muslim traders from Yunnan. The traders journeyed through Burma and Laos along the Golden Triangle trading route before arriving in northern Thailand in the 19th and 20th century. The soup for cow soy is made from coconut milk and red curry paste, blah, blah, blah. Believed that cow soy is a variant of an old Burmese recipe made with rice noodles. People later started to use egg noodles, and this became the norm. Now, in addition to cow soy, 2 other Thai dishes made the list, including Tom Yum Goong and Tom Kha Gai in 13th and 14th places. So there you go, a little bit of trivia in this evening's stream.
Yeah. So where did the veggie burger come in on that list?
10 out of 10, mate. Fucking outstanding, and not store bought, made with love.
Very nice.
Yeah, we got on the other day. He's addicted to those bloody sausages they make up in bloody Chiang Mai.
Oh, Isan sausages.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
So I sent it to a friend of mine to see whether she knows about the ingredients of bloody whether the ingredients are bloody like available here, because he wants to have a go at making them when he gets back, So
you get them in Thai town in Sydney.
Yeah, well, up here, Brisbane, you'd be able to get them somewhere. If you get them here, you get them somewhere.
They got a bit of rice in them too. They're nice little sausages. A little bit spicy, but they're nice. They're nice, bloody having a few beers and a couple of sausages of an afternoon sitting in a beer garden in Bangkok, mate. Very nice.
I never tried them. They sound nice.
Judith Durham.
Yeah, she's fucking good voice. I liked her.
Beautiful voice. Beautiful voice.
Yeah, they were Seekers. They were good.
We are one. We are Australian. That was one of.
I played that tonight. Yeah, I tear up at that. It's bloody.
She actually lost the voice at one stage, and she had to bloody train herself to sing again or something, get a voice back or something, didn't she? She had an operation on a voice box or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, she had a problem. Yeah.
We reckon men on it to get a leave and get another drink. Coke.
So you had a good week, Joe?
Yes and no. Trying to get stuff done. I've said it 100 times before, but this is Thailand. Everything just takes fucking forever to, to get done. But slowly, just ticking another box. It just gets frustrating. But I'm trying to fucking learn. I'm trying to calm down.
And she who must be obeyed is happy being back home.
Oh yeah. No problem there. She does miss parts of Australia, like how things work, politically and legally. Where we've been doing some of that lately here, and it's just fucking nightmare. But anyway, that's how things go. But no, yeah. just everything just takes forever. Always something. But you just go with the flow. You can't change it. So I'm not trying to change it.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd go with that. I think you got a bit more patience than I for that.
Yeah, I think people know when I'm shitty about different stuff. I don't make a scene, but they know I'm not happy. But you can't change it.
No, you got to roll with the punches over there, haven't you?
Yeah, well, you've got everything, but you need to pay. You need a fucking piece of paper signed by fucking Fred, Mary, and John down at fucking get them to stamp it and sign it and bring it back here, and you give. Now you need another fucking form, from here to there to take. Fuck.
I was saying before you come on, we were talking about the fire that happened yesterday in Chonburi, and I was saying that the police in Phuket or Patong instigating checks of various establishments in Bangla Road, etc. Have you got a vibe if they've had a knee-jerk reaction in Bangkok, read the same thing, or is it a nationwide issue, this fire? Like, has it hit the press big time sort of thing?
Not really. Look, the fire, the incident has definitely been televised, and people are talking about it. But they don't seem to be talking about how to stop it happening again. That doesn't seem to be. It's just they're talking about that the owner is going to go to jail. He's definitely going to do a few years in jail. The establishment was illegal, but even if it was legal, even if it was all above board, there's a very good chance that fucking thing would still have happened.
Yeah,
It's common for fire exits to be locked. It's common for fire exits to be blocked with shit, with stuff, and there's no clear access. You see it at shopping centres. Sometimes just walking through a car park, you can see fire exits that are blocked with building material, discarded rubbish or whatever. They never think it's going to be an issue, and it's like the mentality of wearing helmets. So many don't wear helmets. It's not going to happen to me. I'll be fine. Yeah. I'm only going 3 kilometres down the street. I'm not going to wear a seatbelt. I've never been in an accident where I bounced around inside of a car, so I don't need to wear a seatbelt.
Yeah, true. Lux commented, what to do if you're on the brink of being homeless in Thailand and you're not able to return home to your home country? Well, there's I think that could be a familiar tone.
Start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and bludge off everyone. Yeah. Well, we know we're talking about there, don't we? But that'd be a. Well, firstly, I would address the comment by saying that prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. If you place yourself in that situation, then you're a fool, because you wouldn't be in that situation if you'd planned properly. And if you've gone over to Thailand on a shoestring, hoping to live the nomad or vagabond life, then you're your own worst enemy, really, aren't you?
Yep.
But I think if you got in touch with the likes of the embassy, I'm sure they would give you options of how to get yourself out of that situation. Or you'd hope so, anyway. But if you're an Australian citizen, you would expect that the Australian government would do whatever it can to support you or get you out of that situation. But then again,
is Lux in that situation? I didn't mean to.
No, I don't know. Embassy does not help you. I'm not sure, but I have to withdraw that last comment, because when you look at what the Australian government is doing for the likes of Julian Assange, then the Australian government does fucking nothing.
No.
couldn't give a fuck about whether you're an Australian citizen or not.
No comment.
Yeah, some people don't think much of him. I don't know why, or whatever. I don't really get into all that stuff. He's just become a YouTuber. Famous YouTuber.
My apologies, mate. I thought you're okay, mate. I have no idea you're in that sort of situation, mate. Jeez. And my apologies for not making light of the situation, but by denigrating your situation in particular. My goodness. What if, like you brought up the subject, so may I ask, can you tell us a little bit more? Oh God, savings deleted from to zero from crypto. Being a YouTuber does not help. I got demonetized, not being paid from work for months also. Oh mate, geez, what a heavy situation for you to be in. So how are you surviving on a day-to-day basis? And would you like to come on and talk about it? It's up to you. Very, very difficult situation to be in. Geez. I mean, here I am. If I want to go to Thailand for a holiday, I can and come back and all that sort of stuff. And if me and the missus wanted to live there, we could. There'd be no problems there. And we'd have the income sustainability to be able to do that. But without relying on a platform or any other form of income, we're sort of set for life. But you sort of, and I'm not talking to Black Like Lux, but I'm talking to, we all know who they are, the major e-beggars on YouTube and things like that. What a way to live from day to day, what a shit way to live your life,
No.
Yeah, jokes aside, are you all right, Lux?
You can't return home as flights are crazy expensive right now, 2 or 3 times the normal cost. I thought Lux married to a Thai lady or something? I can't remember.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it's supported for us for a while.
Yeah, indeed, and Suckerhorn's channel as well. Yeah. Oh, geez, mate, I fell for you. Very difficult situation to be in. Oh, goodness.
Have you got accommodation? Yeah, it's a shit situation to be in, especially with you tie your money up in the shares market and crypto and that, and it was going so well, but with the unpredictable market, like people have lost so much money. It was going so well, but someone's got the sound on YouTube open.
Not me.
No, not me, mate.
Or it's echoing.
Yeah, it's Ray's chewing something.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, it's a scary situation. I couldn't think of anything worse. Yeah, it's a scary situation.
Crypto is all well and good when it's going well, but crypto's not getting my money, mate.
No, I'm here.
I've still got money up in crypto.
Mm.
And I'll tell you what, it's sort of coming back, but there's a lot of people that had a lot invested in it and have lost shitloads of money.
But you wouldn't put into crypto anything other than that you can afford to lose, would you?
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
So you wouldn't put your whole savings and investments in it, would you?
No chance. No, it's too volatile. Crypto's too volatile.
Beat this one.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. But that's like anything. Anything you're going to invest in, there's always risk. There's always risk.
That's right. Yeah, mate. I don't even have investment properties. We could if we wanted to, but it's not worth the hassle. We have the money we have. We enjoy the lifestyle we have. We have our own home, and my son will inherit the house, and we're going to spend the rest of the money when we're in retirement together, and enjoy ourselves if we're physically able and our health sustains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, so given the like obviously with the age difference, like with me, it's totally different with like the when I'm older, I won't be afford to live on the pension.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The pension when I'm up in my years, that won't cover the lifestyle.
No.
No chance. Yeah.
Anyway, you're saying here, look, I can't survive on it. I'm on a pension now and disability, man. I fucking struggle.
Yeah, and that's now rate. You know what I mean? So
without a little bit of work, fuck. But I'm dipping in my savings all the bloody time because I'm not getting a great deal of work these days.
Yeah. You guys okay? Flux comes on.
Yeah, get them on.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. There's the link for Lux.
When you said about investments, investment properties, you're funny you say that. Me and the missus put down a deposit today for an investment.
Oh,
did you? Is that right?
You get a pest control, get everything checked.
Well, it's going to be newly built, so.
Oh, you're right.
It's
just give us a sec, fellas. Right. Just give us a sec for a sec. G'day, Lux. How are you, mate?
Hey, I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate. Yeah, geez, I'm sorry to hear your circumstances.
Well, it's my own doing, and in a sense, like you say, if you come without loads of savings or something, then it's your own fault, right? So.
Yeah, I thought you were talking metaphorically, mate. I didn't think you were talking on a personal level, and for that, I'm sorry if I.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not angry. I'm just saying what you're saying is completely true in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, like you can't predict, in yourself, you can't predict what was going to happen, like things like crypto and shares.
Like I had an online job, and I haven't been paid for 3 months. But prior to that, I was only paid half of what I normally get, and if and when. So my job was kind of dying for a long time.
Yeah, right.
So,
what about family, mate?
I don't have any family.
Okay. Yeah, geez, it's a double whammy for you. Jeez.
Do you have some mates that can that you got in Thailand that can sort of put you up for a little while and help you out?
You kind of realize I need to be careful what I say.
Yeah.
In short, no.
Okay.
Yeah. I know along the lines of what you're going to say, and yeah, you do realise a lot.
Sorry, you said
No,
you
no,
realized what I was saying, but to be honest, what I was going to say, which what I cancelled what I was going to say, is because putting my problems into someone else's hands is a bit bad of me as well, right? For me to drop to somebody and say, "Hey, help me, give me money," or help me. You can't expect everyone just to say, "Oh, here you go. Here's 50,000 baht or here's 10,000 baht," right? So
Yeah, I understand in that respect. Well, I mean, like, putting you up for a few nights or a few weeks, sort of just helping you out. It doesn't have to be money wise, but just so you got a roof over your head,
Yeah.
sort of thing. If you,
Mm.
yeah, it's a tough situation to be. It's a tough situation to be in, and I'm not sure. Does Thailand? Do they have like organizations that can help people, like
Nah,
with food and
could be a tie.
yeah, that's what. Is it only catered to the Thais?
I've got no idea.
mate, you probably got 35 million people that are living on the breadline
Yeah.
over in Thailand, that need the help from their own country, let alone Farang's. Farang's been there that come into difficulties, and I'm not downplaying that by any means, but you know the drill. Everyone knows the drill. I'm just concerned for Lux. What would your what? Okay, what do you see in your future for the next month or so, Lux?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But it's not. It's
How's
not
your
as simple.
How's your mental health?
Uh, uh, uh,
I would imagine it may not be that good. Um, oh, geez, I feel for you, mate. I really feel for you. You don't come back, mate. Just compose yourself, mate.
It's a
You'll be
tough
right.
situation. Is there anyone in the chat that would happen to know um, maybe an avenue that would help him out with him being in Thailand and sort of, I mean, like a charity sort of joint that does stuff like gives them food, gives them shelter. I don't know. Like I'm not 100% sure. I would be able to find out, but
Yeah, I've got nothing to to contribute. I really don't know what to do in that situation. But I would have. There's got to be some sort of maybe forum that you could probably get on. A lot of these Facebook forums. There could be somebody that comes up with a good idea or a reasonable idea of how you could get yourself out of the situation.
Red Cross, would Red Cross be in Thailand or
I
something
don't
like
know.
that? When Lux said the embassy couldn't help, I wonder if the embassy can help in other ways by. And I don't know how embassies work. Can they front him the money and he pays it back when he gets home or something to get
Well,
home? I
I would
don't
have.
know.
I would have thought at least if they're not able to do that, that at least they'd be able to help with advice, with what he can, and surely he's not the first Falang to find himself in this situation.
Mm.
sorry, I'm back. Put it this way.
Yeah, mate.
Do you remember the COVID? I think it's 1 or 2 years ago, the COVID times, where it was kind of going crazy across the world about COVID. No one knew what was really going to happen. Countries were locking down. People were stuck in foreign countries. Well, the UK government was offering COVID loans to people that were stuck overseas, or stuck is not exactly the right word, but that's what they say,
Yeah.
because a lot of people could get out. But they were offering money left, right, and center. So I took one of those loans, and I went back to the UK after a while. My passport ran out of pages, so I needed a new passport to come back to Thailand. Applied for a new passport, and they denied my passport. They says you can't have a passport because you owe this money. So I said to them, okay, can I do a payment plan where I pay back so much every month? And they says, no, you need to pay 100% right now. And if you don't pay 100%, you're not getting your passport. And the loan was not a small amount of money. It was about £2,000.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to come up with £2,000 if I wanted my passport. So there was no leeway. There was no, payment plans, nothing. So if you want your passport, you want to get out of the country, you need to pay 100%. So I paid all of this. But we're talking like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So regarding embassies, they typically do not help. They will not give you loans for help if you're stuck. They will not give you flights. They just say contact friends or family.
Right. What about a bank loan?
What bank are you talking about?
To get a bank loan, you've got to have a job, an income, and
yeah. Double-edged sword. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's deeper than just like a place to live or food, because I don't want to say too much information, but I've kind of built a life. Well, obviously my life is kind of destroyed at the moment, but I kind of built a life in Thailand. I've been in and out of Thailand for a long time. I have a girlfriend here, so I'm not homeless, but I can't pay the rent. I can't pay the car. Stuff like that. Everyday bills. So I can't go back to the UK because a ticket right now in the summer holidays is like over £1,000. I don't have £1,000 to buy a ticket to go back to the UK. But then it's on top of that as well. Like, okay, let's say I went back to the UK. Okay, so then I've lost the car as well because I can't afford to pay for the car anymore. So it's like it's not just affecting me; it affects, my girlfriend. The loan on the car is connected to her auntie. There's so many facets and angles and things. So it's not just a cut and dry situation.
I'm going to hop off. I'll be having my dinner, but I'll be listening in the background.
Yeah, right.
Oh, look out!
Oh, what do you got there?
Crispy pork.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
If you listen on
G'day, Pedro, mate.
Yeah, Pedro. If you listen on his 15,000, I feel like 150,000 megabytes per second fucking internet.
Very, very difficult situation, Lux. And to be quite honest, I really don't know how to advise you, mate. Or just even give you some form of encouragement, because it's platitudes, really. I just genuinely feel for you, mate. That's the best I can say, and I'm unable to help you in any way, really. I just
I just want to say as well, I didn't come in here to tell my story because I'm begging for help or anything like that. I'm just telling the story. That's it.
Haven't taken it that way, mate. Haven't taken
No.
I mean, anyone. I'm just telling the story. So,
mate, it's good for the mental health. Talk to people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not bad to talk to someone. Like I said, this channel's about where everyone has certain circumstances, and we're happy to chat to people.
But I wanted to talk about it for obvious reasons. One reason, like you say, is mental health and to talk to people. But another reason is because, like you said, a lot of people become in that situation, and a lot of times people ask questions like, "How can you just suddenly have no money?" Or "How can you put yourself in that situation?" Or "How this and how that." It's not always as simple as it sounds, right? Like with my situation, my income is gradually, slowly depreciated, and crypto disappeared overnight pretty much. Yeah, you can be stupid to put your money in crypto, but it's not just crypto. My income went down, crypto disappeared. Like you said, okay, do YouTube. I got a YouTube channel. I got demonetized. So there's not just one level; it's loads of levels.
Yeah.
And a YouTube channel's
Makes it
not going to
tough.
sustain an income, really, anyway, is it? You know, like
Exactly.
Henry said, Blux, do you have enough equity in the car to sell it and buy a ticket?
No.
Okay.
Is there any way of trying to obtain further employment online?
Possibly, but it just takes time. Everything is about time, which that's what I don't have, right? Time, because time equals money, right? Like I have projects that can make me a multimillionaire, but the issue is time, right?
Yeah.
I need 3, 4, 5 months to finish that project and to get the income stream coming in from that project. But it's the time which is rent, food, transport, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Real tough one.
And I suppose it's like anything with business as well. You can have the best idea in the world, or you could have the best website, the best product, but if nobody knows about it, you're not going to make any money, right? Marketing and stuff like that costs money as well.
Yeah.
You could come back and say, marketing is free. You can go on Facebook, you can go on YouTube. True, but in general, to push it properly, it costs money, right? Sponsorships and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez.
It's a tough one. All I can say is, mate, just keep at it. Whatever you do, do not give up.
Yeah.
All right. You're always welcome to have a chat to us.
Cheers.
Like it's just don't give up, mate. It's the main thing. Your mental health is number one. So
Yeah, I just to put the record straight, I would never do anything to myself. I've been struggling mentally since I was a kid, but I've never hurt myself. I've never done any of that, so I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, as Ray said, that's the main thing, mate.
Someone's talking about having someone online. I think it's between JG and lead guitar.
Never seen lead guitar man before, but fingers on the trigger.
I think JG must know him.
All right. Yeah.
So you think of the same thing I was, were you?
Yeah, just waiting. So is your girl still with you, Lux, where you're living currently? And is her family, how supportive is her family within reasonable circumstances?
Yeah, I'm with my girlfriend. Right now, she's at her mom's house in Bangkok. I gotta be careful what I say, but they are what I would say a typical Bangkok Thai family, struggling. They all have jobs, but most Thais in general are struggling and they're working hard. So hard working and struggling.
Your relationship with the family all good?
Yeah, translation issues and stuff like that, but it's fun.
Yeah. So old mate, question for you, Lux. Old mate asked, Lux, I'm confused. Are you an entrepreneur with lots of pokes in the fire who is now short on cash for living expenses, or has he got it wrong?
Pretty much exactly right. I have different projects. Some work, some don't work. Sometimes, like with business, sometimes things go up, sometimes things go down. I have something that worked for a few years, but for the last few months, it's gone to zero on one project. So yeah, you can put it that way.
Have you got any watches you can sell, mate?
No, I don't. I don't have a single watch.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. I do I do a YouTube channel about watches, but I don't have watch.
Yeah. Tough one.
For me, I would never recommend anyone to spend 10, 20, $30,000 on a watch unless you have, a couple of $100,000 in the bank. I
Yeah.
don't see the point in spending, 20, 30, $50,000 on a watch and, and you don't own a house and you don't have this and you don't have that. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, mate asked, Lux, did you liquidate all the crypto, or is it still there waiting to go up?
No, I don't have any crypto anymore.
Okay. So you got out when it was low, did you? Or
Put it this way, something went down 99.9% overnight and pretty much disappeared.
shit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with crypto. Crypto is so volatile. I lost a little bit in it as well. Probably is not as much as it sounds like you did, but yeah, it's not good. I've still got a little bit of money in it, but not much. Just waiting for it to go back up. Might not.
Yeah, I'm naturally suspicious of all that sort of stuff, mainly because I have no knowledge about it. So, and I don't want to learn about it. So, I'm happy with my current circumstances.
Cash in the fucking hands, everything to me.
Yeah.
Lead guitar.
Oh, so
Rick's as
all
well.
right. Lead guitar, man. It's just that we haven't seen you, mate. So there's no problems there, mate. But you got to understand that when we see a new name come in, we're just on standby, mate, because you don't know what's coming. And if you're friends with JG and Rick, then mate, it's all okay.
Yeah, you're welcome here. Everyone's welcome here. It's YouTube. We're gonna watch out for those. So-called trolls.
Yeah. Yep, everyone's welcome to the night.
100%. Yep. What happened there? Something's happened.
What?
Oh no, it's all right. It's okay.
I keep getting messages all the fucking time.
Well, you're a popular man, right?
Oh, fuck me.
You had some more of those filthy messages, right?
No, just people fucking, what are you doing? I said, well, fucking stream for fuck's sake, These are people in the genre.
Listen, boys, I'm going to peel off, fellas, and bid you adieu. Yeah. So I've just got a couple of things to deal with, and then if I'm able, I'll come back on.
Yeah, no,
I'm actually going to peel off too.
Well, I'm getting out first.
Gonna be watching a movie with the missus.
Yeah.
See you, boys. All the best, Lux. I hope it works out for you, mate. No,
Thank you for listening.
You're always welcome here, mate. You know that.
All right, cheers. Thank you.
Thanks,
you are Lux. Take care, Tim. You are Lux. Always here to listen, mate.
All right,
there's always something else you can do, and your mental health's number one, mate.
I might shut the stream down. There's not much going on.
I think Joe's. Is Joe going to come back on? We might be still eating.
He might be still eating. I don't know. If you're listening. Stop the stream. Yeah, Joe's he's still eating. You can drop the stream if you want. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries.
You gonna stay on, Ray, or what are you doing?
Nah, not really. I don't have much to say. Then, a second.
Oh, Shane, wants you to stay on.
No, well, not maybe. You know, whatever. Joe, you come back on, Joe? We'll get Shane on or something. I'll get somebody on here so we can talk.
What are you going to do?
Come on, Shane. Where is he?
Is the link still in the chat?
I don't know. Let me have a look. I got bloody what do you call for a while? I got that bloody. I got a free. I can't find it. But what do you call that bloody? Amazon Prime. I watched that Kids in the Cave movie last night. That 13 Lives. Good
Yeah.
movie, eh?
That I'll just put the link in the chat for Shana.
Yeah, come in, Shano. Here he is. You want to get him on? Oh,
There he is.
is.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
you go, Shane.
Hey, I've had a few too many beers, but it's all right. I'm drinking the Royal Dutch.
Yeah, I'm having a couple of bourbons.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
All right, fellas. I'll let you take over from me, Shana.
Yeah,
All right, take care.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, right. See you
Take
later.
care of yourself. Take care, guys. Take care, Luxy.
Yeah.
All right,
Always
cheers.
welcome
Thank
you,
you.
mate. All right. See ya.
Bit of a shootout up
Mate.
North Queensland, up in fucking Bowen the other day. Hey, did you see that one, Shane?
Oh, the shooting and stuff. Like, yeah, it freaked me out. Where was it? On a regional property or something like that? So it wasn't in the actual.
Just a bit inland from fucking Bowen, Bogey, a little town up there. You know, it's about a property dispute, about fucking property boundaries. You know,
Yeah, it
fucking,
really was. Was it a small one? Would have been a rifle up there for sure.
Yeah, it would have been a fucking rifle. He shot the fucking an older couple with it was a bloody other one. They shot bloody two of the sons. One died, the other one got away. He went and rang the cops.
Oh, really? How old were the kids? How old were the sons and stuff?
Oh, I've got no idea. But fucking, but anyway, they're fucking crazy up there. It's pretty wild up
Yeah,
there.
that's it. Yeah, that's
You know,
right.
but
Oh,
bloody,
shit.
Look, Darwin, yeah, everyone still runs around the fucking gun. It's the Wild West up there. But I thought
Yeah,
originally
that's
I thought it was about fucking drugs or something. They thought he might have had a big crop in or a fucking meth lab or something, you know. But a lot of that shit goes on. You got to watch out. You got to watch yourself up there, eh? You know, you're going out in the bush and stuff. You got to watch where you go, you know, and make sure you don't go on
Random
somebody's fucking
attacks.
property. You shouldn't. You're not going to get fucking not seen again, so to speak. You know.
Yeah, trespass. So shoot first, ask questions later. That's a good.
Oh yeah, end up down the bottom of in the mine shaft some fucking way. You know, but
well, when I move up there, I'll be sticking to the town centre and the city and stuff like that. It'll take me a couple of years to adjust to it all.
Oh, plenty good places to go up there. You know, go in if you want to go gold bloody Fossican and stuff. Just do your homework first. You know, there's a lot of fucking. They got a lot of gold up there back in the day. So fucking, you know. Yeah, they got a hell of a lot of gold up there in the day, you know, but there's still gold up there. People go up there and fucking get metal detectors and do a bit of detecting and shit like that.
What region's the gold region?
Oh, fucking nearly all of Queensland.
All of Queensland, yeah.
Yeah, well, about Gympie up. Gympie, they got, you know, it's about 100 miles north of Queensland, Brisbane. They started there, you know, all the way up there, you know, Ravenshoe, bloody Palmer River, you know, Palmerville, Lauraville, fucking, you know. They get big rushes all the way through. They still get a bunch of gold up there, but it's good fossick, you know. You get a metal detector, and you get a lot of people go over the old diggings, you know, and they get what they missed out on before. It's just good. It's, you know, a lot of the old buildings and stuff they go over. You know, it's just something different, you know. But you know,
the cities of Bendigo and Ballarat down here were built off the Victorian gold rush, and they got massive halls that are pubs and stuff like that. They really built the regions up.
No, Bendigo especially. A mate of mine, I used to breed English Bull Terriers once, and I went down there and took one of his bitches to. Anyway, a guy, I went to his kennel, he had a place at Clunes. So it's in that golden triangle on the way to Bendigo, Malden area, you know. And anyway, I called in there and did my homework before I went. They got a lot of gold down there, you know. You done much travelling around country Victoria?
Yeah, I've been right around. I went down to Geelong today, actually, so I was there this morning.
Yeah, well, you got the back road sort of there, you know, you see a lot of fucking abandoned towns, you know, like Clunes. It's only a little town now, but originally it had like 21 pubs in the main street in its heyday, you know. When you go down roads, you see fucking mine shafts everywhere and great big mullock heaps and old fucking machinery laying everywhere. You know, like half stone, you know, stone houses, you know, with no roofs left there. And you know, people get metal detectors and they go over those sort of places and looking for. They still find stuff laying around, you know. But a mate of mine, he had a place down there in Clunes. I went down there anyway. I looked out the back and said, mine shafts along the creek there. He said, oh, yeah, they got a lot of gold out there. There's mullock heaps everywhere. Says people come around and go over those mullock heaps with their metal detectors. He says, it was only 2 weeks ago someone found a fucking nugget down there an inch round in one of the mullock heaps. You know, they find them. There's a lot of gold down there. Still is. But up at Gippy, you get a lot of that too, you know. North of Gippy, you know, there's a lot of mining towns up there, you know, there's a massive, big mining boom up there. Yeah. But, you know, but up north there around, you know, North Queensland, bloody, there's quite a bit of that shit going on up there. Still a lot of mining.
Yeah, I want to go up there later this year. I want to check it out, but I don't know what to expect. I've never actually been past the Gold Coast, to tell you the truth. But
it's good, you know. It's a little bit bloody rednecky sort of thing, you know, the pubs and stuff like that, you know. Likely to get into the old scrap here and there sort of thing, you know, but it's all right, you know.
I'm from region New South Wales, so they call me a bit of redneck, but I lived in Sydney and Melbourne, so I've sort of gentrified or fucking become a city person.
Oh, you lose all that shit when you get up there, believe me.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I might avoid the pubs, but I'll check out the restaurants and coffee shops and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, the pubs, you know, a lot of those dudes get pissed, you know, they want to fucking fight, you know, plenty of that shit going on.
Yeah, that's right. But, I'm almost 40 as well, so I'm pretty much over it.
Yeah, me too. I was over at that fucking age. When I was a young bloke, I didn't give a fuck, you know. I'd fucking scrap with any fucking body, didn't bother me at all, you know. But, no, these days I'm just too old for that shit, man. I'm fucking afraid of getting out of a recliner chair. You know what I mean?
That's it. Well, I walk from here to the bed and I've got a beer fridge in between, so I'm set. I can't get nothing.
Yeah, no, bloody, it's been raining here a little bit today. I've just got a fucking projects I'm sick of working on. We'll get to the end of them eventually, get rid of them. I don't know what I'll do then. Probably something, you know, worthwhile.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you know, I want to do a bit of travelling again, you know, but I might buy a camp. I've got a little caravan. I just bought it to fucking flip it, but once that thing's gone, I think I might buy something a bit like a motorhome or something. Try to get away on the weekends a little bit here and there or whatever. And try to pick up something cheap at the auctions, you know, and then I can flip it, you know, later on if I don't like it. But,
we're driving around in a camper van. That'd be nice around Queensland and stuff like that. All the places you can go up to Cairns.
Yeah, you know, the Grey Nomad's a really big thing up here, sort of thing. So it's pretty hard to find a place where there's not another 50 fucking caravans. It's not easy, you know. But I got
as a kid, some of my family used to own caravans and stuff like that. We'd travel around the southern parts of New South Wales and stuff, checking out different beaches and stuff. It was quite nice.
Yeah. Tasmania would be nice. There's a lot of nice places down there you can pull up and just make camp on the side of the fucking road.
Oh yeah, but it's fucking on the beach. Cold. You need a heater.
Oh, yeah, heater. Fucking hell, you need to light the fucking caravan up to keep warm down there. But you just have to get down, don't get down there in the winter. A few dudes in the fucking, one of the bike clubs, one of the fucking patch clubs down there, you know, they decided to do an annual run around fucking Tasmania, but they went the wrong time of the year. We all slid up the side of mountains in the black ice, you know, and fucking they thought, this isn't a very good idea.
Well, Mount Wellington on the corner of fucking that mountain at Hobart, it snows up the top of that. I was there in the summer and it was still snowing up there.
Yeah. I'd like to go around there in a fucking in a bloody a camper and have a look in the summertime, you know, when it's nice and cool. sort of thing. I'd like to have a look. There's a lot of history down there. But
they got those big trees that are like prehistoric and stuff like that. They still exist in some parts of Tasmania.
Yeah, the big bloody pines. Yeah, the bloody what do they call them? Bloody yeah. Well, they not allowed to chop them down anymore. The big bloody what do they call them pines? I can't remember the name of them now. The big pine trees anyway. They're huge.
They've got them here in Victoria as well, but they're out near the ski fields. I've seen them here in Victoria. I've not seen them in Tassie, but I've been to Tassie once.
Yeah, they got a lot of jarrah down in Victoria. That's a good hardwood. They took a lot of jarrah out of the bush up down there. But that bloody I forget the name of that stuff down there. I keep thinking hoop pine. It's not hoop pine. Oh, anyway. But no, it's good shit. It's very popular. But it's a hard pine. It's not normal pine. A lot of pines are only good for fucking lighting fires for tinder.
Yeah, it's a sticky wood. It burns and it smokes, the pines and stuff like that. But there's sclerophyll bushland. That's all right. That dries out. That's a dry tree.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of that. Huon pine. Yeah, Huon pine it's called. Yeah, that's it. Mighty bark on it too. Yeah, it's good shit. They're pretty popular. It's a nice timber. It's got a nice grain to it. But Queensland, there's a lot of, still got a lot of rainforest. If you get up North Queensland there, if you want to do a bit of travelling, keep going north and have a look at bloody, there's a lot of World Heritage listed places up there, like the bloody Daintree Farm rainforest and stuff. You get up there and see if you get attacked by a cassowary or something. They're mean fucking things, eh?
Oh, cassowary, those fucking bird things. Yeah, emu type of things that are vicious.
They're fucking mean, eh? A mate of mine went up there, he's in the will, he can barely walk, and he's always wanted to go up to the Cape, he went up to the Cape with his family, so he made it. Went out there, they put him in a wheelchair, he's a little electric scooter, took a shit, trying to get right up the very tip of Australia. The last 100, you had to park the car and go about a quarter of a mile, but they sort of got him down there, he got him there and he got to sit there and have a look around. Oh, there was a mammoth thing for him to do, poor bastard.
It wasn't Mackay. That's the tip of Australia, isn't it, Mackay? Or is it Port Douglas?
Port Douglas is up there. You got Cook down past that.
Really?
You go a fair way, hang on a second.
Well, I'm going to have to learn all that.
Yeah, no, Cairns is pretty much a regional fucking centre, Yeah,
it's a touristy town, I've been told. I got told my best prospects for living in North Queensland were in Townsville. Yeah,
Townsville's good. Stay away from Port Douglas because Port Douglas is a tourist town. It's fucking expensive. It's a bloody. It's a resort town. Christopher Spass built a big resort there. And bugger. It's nice, but I've been there a couple of times. It's nice, but you can fucking go up there and have a good look around. Plenty to see there. But if you like gold digging and shit like that, Fossican and stuff, you can go and get lost up there. Having a look around, What am I doing here? Maps. Just trying to see how fucking far. Yeah, a second, I'll just. Yeah, where are we? I got a mate, he lives up at bloody Airlie Beach. That's nice, but it's expensive there too. A lot of rednecks up there.
A German chick used to love that place. Come to Australia, used to talk about Airlie Beach all the time.
Yeah, well, Bowen is actually just past Airlie Beach. Then you got Townsville. If you go to Townsville, you can go inland to Mount Isa if you want to, Charleville, all those sort of places.
Yeah, I need to hear more about these places because I get on YouTube and I YouTube them and I watch some of the videos that the locals put out there. It's quite insightful. I'm really looking forward to getting up there. I just don't know what year I'm moving up there.
Yeah, well, you got you got Townsville, then you got Mission Beach, Mareeba, Cairns, Port Douglas, Cooktown. Lockhart River, Lockhart. That's about the last towns, and then you keep going up to Bamaga. Bamaga is the last town. Sort of thing. It's just all wilderness basically up there. It's all bloody your Cowan and that. Cowan, they got a lot of gold. Archer River, they got gold. Mareeba.
But Cairns, I hear it's got jungle, but it rains for 6 months of the year up there. It's really wet and dry, so it pisses down all the time. So I got told not to move there.
No, not 6 months of the year. It gets hot. It gets fucking extremely hot up there, the humidity. around March, when they got their wet season, the rest of the year is beautiful. But if you want to swim and stuff, just watch out what you go when you go swimming and where, because you can bloody you got all those irukandji jellyfish and shit like that. And,
yeah, well, natural water features, I'll try to avoid that type of shit. I'll just swim in the local pool.
Yeah, your local pool. Don't go in the river. You got crocodiles up there. They'll eat you.
You
imagine getting grabbed by a croc and they swim off and they put the roll on you, and they go and stuff you underneath a root in the river somewhere. Come back a week later on when you're
under
nice
a fucking. I've been to the Adelaide River in Darwin and stuff like that. The crocodiles come right up to the boat. They chuck chicken down its throat. They're fucking everywhere. They look like a little log that comes swimming up.
Well, they feed them there to see a boat. They come up to us, sort of. If you don't give a feed, they'll knock you out of the boat and eat you. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, the boats they're a funny shape of boats. So it was a tourist scheme. The locals reckon they knew what they were doing, and they had a firearm there just in case. So I was like, fuck it, it's full of.
Yeah, I just don't think it's a good thing to be feeding them. They feed them to get them out so people can see them, It's like Uluru, they go up there and show people the rock painting sort of thing, and they throw water over them, and over the years they bloody started to wear up because they're throwing water over the fucking rock paintings in the bloody caves. Then they had to stop people from going up there. Now they fucking no one's allowed to go to Uluru anymore.
We're not allowed to touch the hieroglyphics of fucking Inkwat either. I put my hand out to touch it and they grabbed it and said no. It was good because I don't know what the fuck I was touching it for, just like a random fucking tourist event, night out on the piers.
Yeah. Yeah, Lockhart River's just like a settlement. Bamaga's a little tiny town, but if you get into they're the sort of places you go to the pub on a Saturday night, you can get yourself into a fight. Pretty easy, But
I avoid Melbourne's nightlife. It's fucking generally I work weekends. I do get the occasional Saturday night off. I go back to work next week. I got to work next Saturday, but the next 3 Saturdays after that I got off. But I just stay home. It's too fucking random. I don't like the people.
Yeah, well, look, Maryborough, Bundaberg, Gladstone, Rockhampton, Yeppoon.
I think got the rum named after him.
Like fucking Mackay, that's a good area, it's not too hot, not too far up. For, like emergencies and stuff, you can get back down to Brisbane sort of thing, but if you want to, something happens, and you need, there's a lot of, you can get to a good hospital there, sort of thing if you need it. As you're getting a few years behind you got to think of those things,
Well, I'm not too adventurous anymore, but living in the cities, I live in a unit and stuff. I don't get out much. I don't go out to drink and stuff like that. So it's like I shouldn't have too many problems, but I'll adjust to the local environment before I go out anywhere, even if I was to go out. So I'd give it like 6 months to a year before I ventured out of Townsville.
Harvey Bay's nice. Uranga's nice. Burramead's up around there. That's just 5-hour drive from Brisbane, so to speak. It's just that's where Fraser Island is. A lot of tourist stuff up there.
And stuff. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Bundaberg will be all right. Bargara, Bargara's a pretty place. Been there. At least you can, because if you're going to live up there, you want to have a bit of a look around, so.
I'm going up there later in the year, to check it out.
Yeah. You go and have a bit of a sticky beak sort of thing and see what you reckon. Just start from about Gympie and move forward. You move up sort of thing, get up around, just past Gympie, that's where Fraser Island is. You get Double Island Point. I've been up there. We used to go up there fishing for tailor. And if you like fishing, the tailor run down the coast in the wintertime. And fucking,
I prefer salmon to tailor though.
Oh man, they're beautiful fish. You ever tasted them?
Yeah.
They're beautiful. They fucking fight. You get the surf. It's all beaches down the fucking coast. It's lovely,
They jump out of the water. But have they got crocs in the beaches and shit up there?
Not in the surf. You can see them. You can see them anyway. But we used to go up to Double Island Point, and you find it. Basically, what you do, you go along the beach, and you can see the holes. The holes move around. You can see a hole, and you just cast your fucking. Well, actually, what people tend to do these days is put a bait on a hook and get a drone and get the drone to take it out and drop it where they want it, rather than cast over the waves. And fucking,
how difficult is that?
It's clever, Anyway, bloody well, you can just cast out, and when they're running, man, you can pull in fucking tail like 2 foot long. If you hit them, they're great. But you can get up to bloody Double Island Point, get up to the Cape, and you look over the reef. And you can see the schools of tailor coming down the fucking coast. Then you go down and get front of them. And you cast out into them sort of thing, But every bloke and his dog's up there doing it now. Back when we used to go, there was fucking nothing. You could have beach buggies back then, you know. Can't do that anymore. But
we always look down on the tailors when you catch them because they smile, their lips point down on a diagonal where it's a salmon. They were a better fish. Well, that's in southern New South Wales.
Yeah,
so I don't know whether you got those cold water fish up there.
No, there's all pretty warm water up here. But if you get tail, as soon as you catch them, you bleed them straight away. You know, then it's like catfish. You can eat catfish up here, but you just got to bleed them and fucking soak them in bloody vinegar. And they're good.
Do you get flatting, whiting, and bream?
Oh yeah, plenty of that.
Oh, so you do, right?
Well, you get big. You get those big King George whiting up here. I've seen them like a foot long up here. They fucking fight like a fucking.
Bigger.
Well, they fight. Oh yeah, you get good ones up here. But you get up to the beaches up there. You don't go to the main place where every bloke and his dog goes. You know. Yeah. But anyway, there you go, Stuart. But I'll get a drink in a minute. But yeah. No, there's plenty to go up there to see. You know, if you're going to live there, you want to have a place that you can turn it into a fucking, into an adventure, so to speak. You know, because otherwise you're just sitting around town. You know, you're sitting in a fucking.
Well, I'm going to start off sitting around town because I'm in the centre of the place. So I was like, fuck, I don't know. It should be something different to Melbourne.
Yeah, well, you can get a place out of a major city, out of a city up there, you know, big town, and you can get them quite fucking cheap, you know. You're working
it's so much cheaper than Melbourne. I already got a place up there ready for me.
Everything's fucking cheaper, and anywhere is cheaper than fucking Melbourne. It's woeful down there. That's why they're all coming up here buying land. You know, it's just got.
Everyone is exiting Melbourne. It's a real. The city's gone to shit.
Of course it is. You know, when I hear people saying it's the most livable fucking city in Australia, well, you know, thinking, well, you obviously haven't fucking been around. You know,
that's pre-pandemic. It wasn't.
Oh, it's a nice place. Don't get me wrong, but you know, unless you got plenty of money, you don't have much of a life there.
No, it's a shit life. The fucking. Yeah. It's becoming expensive too, so it's going to lose that crown because of the cost of living here.
You know, what's it cost you to go out on a fucking Saturday, go out and have a meal and a couple of beers?
Oh, it'd cost you $200, so 10 to 15 grand a year if you went out once on the weekend.
Well,
so I don't go out. I spend that money in Thailand, so it's sort of an investment in life. The only expensive part is the airfare to get to Southeast Asia.
Yeah, well, I bloody well, up here, you know, up until recently, you could go out, have a couple of beers and a fucking meal for about $25, $30, sort of, you know. But now it's a bit.
A couple. Probably, a couple draft at a pub will cost you $15 here.
Fucking hell. That's what it costs to get a jug up here now. They whack the price up.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper up here. You'll like it here. But, you know, there's plenty of places to see. If you want to get away, you know, you can just fucking jump in your car and take off, you know. Just go up.
It's a 4-hour drive to Cairns from Townsville, so that's a bit far. But you got Magnetic Island and stuff like that's close. So I'll be going across there in the first couple of years.
See if you can get a place rent for a fucking year, and have a look around, and you'll work. You know, you work out where you want to live, and then you just pack your gear up after the end of the lease and fucking take off. And buy a place up there. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than fucking just to buy a place and think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have fucking bought a place here, you know. Have a look around first.
I got a special agent to do it all for me, so they teed me up. It's good. It's a good location, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You know, but you know, well, any fucking any property is a bloody investment anyway, so to speak. You know.
Yeah.
Bloody no, it's just. Well, it's worth a look around. You know, you'll like it. I don't know why a lot of people.
I wasn't supposed to say Melbourne, Victoria for this long. I think I've been here for 15, 16 years. It's just too long.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
I actually wanted to end up in Adelaide at one point, but I'll throw that picture out the window.
Yeah. You know, if you don't like liberal people, it's a place for you up North Queensland.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Is that something?
Well, I never really adapted to the Victorians and stuff like that.
Oh man,
I've adapted to the AFL, but that's
they walk into a pub up there, they'll get beat up for fucking sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, you know, it's way, you know, it's like walking back in time, basically. You know, with people's fucking, you know, none of the woke shit up there. You know, but
Yeah.
you know, my mate, I know a guy who went up to Early Beach recently. You know, he had Thai missus. You know, they're a little bit backward up there, sort of thing. It's a little bit racist towards her. You know, she was Thai. You know,
Oh,
fuck 'em.
yeah.
But he was only up there for
Yeah.
a look anyway. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Queensland. Every time I went up there, I really liked it and stuff
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
good. It's good.
Coming
There's
out of
plenty.
regional New South Wales, I got a thick regional accent. I never
Yeah,
really got rid of that, despite living in Sydney and Melbourne.
yeah. No, you'll like it. It's a good place. I could head up north, sort of thing. You know, and have a sticky beak around.
Yeah,
Bloody.
that's right. I'll be doing all that. So it's the best part of my life's ahead of me in terms of adventure here in
Oh
Australia.
yeah.
But if I want to
Well,
get to Thailand, I've got to. It's an hour's flight from Townsville to Cairns. Then you got to get
yeah.
to Singapore unless you want to get to Darwin from Townsville. So it's a difficult flight pattern to get up to Southeast Asia. But
Yeah.
it's going to be warm climate wherever the fuck I live. I really look forward to those
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, well, you can always fly back down to Brisbane and get a fucking straight through flight. Sort of
How
thing,
long
you
is the
know.
flight from Townsville to Brisbane?
Yeah. Yeah. You make the call
Oh,
and end of the stream if you want. Yeah, whatever. I might go watch a movie. Well, we'll hang around for a little bit. We'll have a chat sort of thing, and then we'll close the fucking stream down.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, the lead guitar, I wanted to jump on. Is he still around?
Nah, I don't want to get anybody else on. That'll do.
No, no.
Yeah, sort of fucking, you know, so we sort of, you know, we don't get too many people on the fucking chat sort of thing. Well, especially when the other guys aren't around anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Sort of thing. But anyway, no, it's just, no, you'll like it up there. It's fucking pretty cool. Pretty laid back, you know, and all that sort of stuff. I got a mate, he got a property up in 1770. He travels around a lot, you know, he loves it up there. I got a lot of mates up there. A few mates live in Early Beach, a couple live in Cairns and stuff, you know. But Cairns is a huge place, big regional area.
It is, but they sold it to me. It's more of a tourist icon because it's got a casino and stuff like that. So I was going to originally buy a place at Cairns to move up to, but then they said the rain patterns, it's a tourist economy, so Townsville I was better suited to.
Yeah, well, look, you get all the way up North Queensland. You get the wet season. That's usually around from about Christmas up until March, April, so to speak. You know, and that's when it gets steamy.
Oh, so it's a quarter of the year to a third. Yeah, right. That's a bit.
Yeah, and then and then you know, when it gets hot up there, it gets bloody hot. You know, the humidity. You know, if you don't like the humidity, don't go there because it gets, you know, for about 3 months of the year, it's stifling. But but you know, apart from that, it's all right. Yeah, Cairns. I've had a good look around Cairns. You know, it's a little town, but when you get out of town and get out in the boonies sort of thing, and not so much the boonies, but out the back, you know, there's a lot of industry up there, so to speak, and little businesses. People coming from out west, you know, to get jobs done. You know, like tires and springs made for their 4-wheel drives and fucking things made. You know, fabricators, and it's quite big. I was surprised on how big it was. You know. Yep. I went on a bloody army duck sort of thing trip up Chinaman's Creek. It's called. It's up the side of Cairns. It's where all the bloody what do you call it? All the golfers are. All the trawlers they go up to the Gulf fishing, prawning. They go up there and bloody. But anyway, they go up there and they moor there. They've got a big fleet of them up there, and they've got the water police and stuff up there too. And a lot of people actually live in boats on that river because you don't have to pay any mooring fees up there, and they just paddle. They just get a little tender to get into the shore, go do their stuff, and go live back in the boat. When they leave, a lot of people actually just abandon the boats, leave their sailing boats. There's a heap of them there, right? But,
really? Gosh, that's interesting.
They had a lot of the bloody fishermen up there. The government come in one time and they said, "Well, we're not going to renew the fucking fishing licenses." And anyway, all the fisheries up there died. You know, anyway, they were so pissed off. All the bloody trawlers, they took a lot of their trawlers out and bloody sunk them in areas around up Chinaman's Creek and in rivers and little creeks and stuff. Anyway, now they're everywhere up there, right? They just sunk them. Said, "Fuck yous," you know. Your problem there, you fix it. Sort of thing, you know. Fucking hell. But anyway, fucking government. That's not bad up there, you know. We had a look around, went to the casino and stuff like that, you know. That's only a small part of it.
Are the Japanese still there? I hear there used to be a lot of Japanese, but there's not so many anymore. Has COVID changed that, or is it fucked everything up?
I haven't been up there since. I haven't been up there since probably 2015, 16, somewhere around there. You know, but you know,
pre-COVID,
I didn't notice too many Chinese up there. You get the tourists, you know, you might get a couple of businesses. That's about it, you know. But not a huge amount else. But like I said, you got to go up there and have a look around for yourself.
I'm going up. I've got a week off this later in the year. I've only got 1 week for the PLD type of thing, and I'm going up there. I'm going to check it out.
I'd strongly suggest go up there, have a look around before you buy, because you know you might buy somewhere.
It's already set. I've already got the shit. I've already owned it. Right. Yeah, it's fucking. I've been promised the castle. There's a rock in Townsville, and the soldiers march up and down and shit like that. So it's a good community.
That fucking they built a big hangar inside of the fucking thing. They used to put planes in it during the war.
Yeah,
they got bombed a lot during the war, but anyway, there's still things in there they can't find. Because after the war,
lots of bombs. They just got to be careful going up there. Fucking hell.
No, just see after the war, there's a lot of Americans up there, you know, and a lot of the stuff they had, rather than take it back to America, they tried to sell it, and you know nobody had any money, and they wanted big prices for everything. You know, I'm talking about bloody, for years, even around here, people were finding old fucking Harleys and stuff, WLA Harleys and machinery and stuff. You know, they took them out here on Morton Island and dumped a lot out in the shipping channels, you know. Anyway, because they couldn't sell them, my old man ended up with one of them old Diamond T tank carriers, logging truck. They ended up with 6 of them. Him and his boss went and bought them. Anyway, up there, there's bloody, there's a lot of machinery, a lot of bully beef, blankets, all that sort of stuff. They couldn't sell it all, so they've ended up bloody, just dumping it all, sort of thing. A lot of places they dug holes and had caves. They shoved it in there and just sealed the caves, and they're still finding them all the time.
Really?
On Bribey Island, that's not far from me. There was a hospital on the surf side. It was underground. It was hidden underground. Yeah, they only just recently found that about 10 years ago. No, it's just there's a lot of history up there. I forget the name of the mountain up there. It's right in the middle of Townsville. Well, it's right beside Townsville.
Oh, the castle. They nicknames the castle or something. Yeah, it's a big rock.
Yeah, they hold out a lot of it out. They fucking caves and everything and tunnels and all sorts of shit, That was a big thing up there. But a good thing about there, if you want to go boat cruises and stuff, you just jump on a cruise ship and head out the fucking Pacific.
I'll do that when I first get there, but the novelty will wear off. Then I've got to localise and shit like that. So it's a big commitment. But I've made the jump interstate before.
Yeah, exactly. If you're just going to retire, just have a look around, just check the prices of everything sort of thing, and bloody...
it's cheaper than Melbourne, so I'll work up there. There's jobs and stuff. I've been looking at Seek and stuff. I've been speaking to people that are up there. There's plenty of opportunity. I'm willing to work. Yeah,
exactly. You got trade?
Security is my trade, but I can drive trucks. I can drive buses. I can do. I've done real estate. I've done sales. I can pick and pack. I'm working in a factory. I can do anything.
The fucking mate of mine did up in fucking Airlie Beach when he was living there. He went and bought a Cadillac, fucking convertible. And he used to take Japanese tourists around and charge them a fucking fortune and show them the sights. And he fucking made good money out of it, And then he just did that for 4 hours a day, probably 3 days a week. And he made enough to make a good fucking living out of it up there, eh? You can do that sort of stuff.
I'll do something like that. I've spent 11 months in Asia, so I could that'd be all right.
Yeah, well, you can do that sort of stuff. You just got to start a website and all that sort of shit, and just know where to take them all sort of thing. He's up in Airlie Beach. That's a good lurk, actually. It was a fucking clever idea, that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. I watched that movie last. Hey.
The Japanese and the Koreans love to go to Queensland. I've heard that in that area. I've done research on it, but my first trip will be up there later this year.
Yeah, well, if you don't like them, they give you the shits. Just take them to a creek where there's some crocs and say, get for swimming there, will you?
No, I can't do that. They've never done that to me when I went to Asia. Despite what I've done to them or what they thought of me, they treat you with respect, so you got to treat them with respect.
When we were in Cairns, we went past the creek there, and they fucking, because we went all around fucking Cairns in an army duck. They drove us around everywhere and then drove the army duck into the river, went down bloody, what do you call down Fisherman's Island, down fucking Chinaman's Creek. Anyway, bloody, Yeah, you go along the road and you see a fucking bit of water and a big sign there, do not swim in here, crocodiles will get you. Sort of thing, crocodiles everywhere up there. We go down Chima's Creek on low tide and you see these fucking big crocs on the mud banks just sunning themselves, the big bastards, eh?
Yeah.
They're definitely just, you just got to be aware of those things if you're anywhere near a river or water.
Yeah, any water features. I'm used to snakes, so I keep away from the banks of the river because of snakes.
Yeah.
But the crocs are in the water, so it's like, fuck.
Stay
I
away from
won't anywhere near.
Sugar cane too. You don't want to live near sugar cane because there's a lot of cane toads and fucking snakes living in the fucking.
What snakes do they have up there?
Oh, you name it. You got red belly blacks. You got a lot of taipans. You got red belly blacks. You got bloody brown snakes. You get
you got the brown snakes up there as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, western taipan. Well, basically a good rule of thumb is if it's got a little head, it's a taipan and it's deadly. If it's got a big end, it's a python, and it'll just they're constrictors. So it's just that's just basically a general rule of thumb. You know what I mean? So,
well, I'm not going to be out in the bushland too much because I turned into a city slicker given my time in Sydney and Melbourne.
Yeah, well, the cities up there aren't that great. They aren't that huge. You'll find something to do.
Yeah, it's a bit like Wollongong. I spent a lot of time in Wollongong, New South Wales, which is a smaller type of iron ore city, which is just south of Sydney.
Yeah,
but it was a good size. I could live there easily my whole life, but it just I ended up in Sydney.
I'll tell you what there is up there. There's quite a few mines. You might be able to get a job on a mine up there. You can make good money.
I don't want to work too hard because I've done a lot of machinery because I was in the army. I've done artillery in that. Now I drive a tram, but I find machines cripple the body. So I'm trying to do other things.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. Yeah, well, they fucking shake the shit out of you. Excavators and that, they kill you back. Unless you drive one of big dumpies. You do get good money up there, but you got to have a clean record and shit. That's the problem.
I've got a good record.
Yeah.
I've been caught out for a few things, but my record maintained itself.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So don't tell us. Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, I'm going to get off here in a minute. I think I feel like going and watching a movie or something while it's still a bit early.
Not a problem. I'll put some music on and enjoy the rest of my beers. But thanks for having me on, Ray.
Yeah, no worries. I watched that bloody 13 Lives out last night. It's a good movie. That's the one about the kid. That Ron Howard movie about the 13 kids that are just stuck in the cave up near Chiang Rai.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah, I've not seen it. So the movie's out already, is it?
Yeah. Have you got bloody Amazon Prime?
No, I don't.
If you haven't had it, you'd be able to get a fucking free 30-day fucking trial for it. Just sign up.
I might chuck it on tomorrow.
Yeah, chuck it on. Yeah, 13 Lives. Spelt, not the digit. But it's a good movie. There's a couple of good movies on there.
13 spelt. Yep, 13.
Yeah, 13 Lives is a Ron Howard movie. There's a couple. I watched another one tonight it's an older movie called Warrior. That's a good movie. It's got that Tom Hardy and that bloody an Australian actor in. What's his name? Joel Edgerton. He's in it. They're two fucking MMA fighters. And really? Pretty fucking good movie, actually.
The only tired movie I've seen is the Hilton or the Bangkok Hilton with Nicole Kidman when she went to prison.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's worth fucking, that's a good movie. It was well made. I've seen the documentaries and stuff, and I knew what was coming, but it was still an excellent movie. Well made, and that, it just sort of shows, how Thai people are, like something like that. People, it's like the fucking, like the Thai people like catfish, in a fucking dam when a bit of water comes along, the fucking catfish come out of the mud, and, like vendors, they pop up everywhere, there was like a city there, and the support unit for the people and all that sort of stuff, and in the monsoon, they were trying to pump water out of that cave. It was fucking phenomenal, the effort they put in to get those kids out. And they never lost any, which is good,
Yeah, that's right. Well, none of the kids died. But didn't some of these soldiers die that went in there scuba diving?
One of them died and another one died later of injuries. Yeah, both Navy SEALs, I think. Yeah, but anyway. But yeah, no worries. Well, I'll catch you later anyway. I'll shut it down.
Not a problem. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I've got to work next weekend, but I'll catch you on here the week after. Enjoy.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, see you later, chat. See you, everybody, and see you next week. Yeah. Okay, see you.